Hmm. Alright. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to. Basically, this is gonna be a stream on analyzing the new mini boss as well as Dennis event. So this time around, we have Dennis Rerun event that is pretty much kind of like the partial highlight of this entire stream. But what I want to focus on is essentially the mini boss itself. But let's just go through the event real quick. So if you have yet to unlock Dennis as a playable duelist, this is pretty much your opportunity to do so right now. Okay then. So as you can see, unlock on complete episode 3 to unlock the character, but if you've already unlocked the character, it's pretty much a chill event for you overall. So there will be a new skill on the 7th of July, and the card sleeves featuring both Yuya and also Dennis, along with another card and map featuring Dennis and also a 4-mage, magician, which is kinda okay if you ask me. But the real focus that we want to check out for ourselves is the event exclusive cards. So first up we have Performance Mirror Conductor. This card is a pendulum monster level 4, so basically you can use this as your Xyz material or your synchro or your whatever you want to do with it on during the turn anyways. So it's a scale of 3. Once per turn, this is the pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can target one face-up special summon monster on the field. Attack defense become equal to its current attack or defense, whichever is lower, until the end of the turn. So essentially, you'll be switching your opponent's attack and defense, which basically lowers. For example, if you have something like Goki monsters, any Goki monsters, they have a high attack points, that's for sure, but defense is always 0. So essentially you'll be turning those monsters current attack and defense into 0. That's a pretty good effect overall. However, the monster effect itself is pretty much the same thing all over. However, and as you can see, once per turn during either player's turn, you can target a face-up monster on the field, switch attack and defense, then take 250 damage. This attack defense change will last until the end of the turn. Overall, if you're picking the perfect effect to go, I would definitely go for the pendulum effect, but you gotta keep note, pendulum effect targets special summon monsters, whereas for the monster effect is any face-up monster on the field. So there's always a plus minus kind of condition overall when it comes to essentially building up the performance deck. Not to mention, hey, at least you got another pendulum monster, another performance monster in the criteria. Next up is Trick Box. If a face-up performance monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to graveyard, take control of one of your opponent's monsters until the end phase, then special summon a performance monster from your graveyard to your opponent's side of the field during the end phase. Switch the control of that special summon monster back to its respective owners. So it's kind of like a time machine in a way, but also it's a combination of time machine and crackdown. So your monster gets destroyed, you special summon it back onto the field, but with the additional effect of taking control of one of your opponent's monsters. It can be any monster if you want, if you take control, but keep in mind that it lasts until the end phase. So that is kind of like the real problem when it comes to playing this particular trap card as an entirety as a whole. Plus, event cards such as Performance Hat Trigger is also available and up for grabs if you missed it during the first event, as well as Performance Flame Eater. Yeah, it's kinda niche to be honest. However, it's a performance card. This effect goes combo hand in hand with Performance Mirror Conductor's effect. Since you take 250 damage, you get to special summon this monster to negate that effect, and you do not take the damage instead. So on the spot you can go into your rank 4 Xyz with ease. Okay, since we have 616 gems, I kinda spent a few on when it first released. So this mini box is gonna be a real good one to check out. But first, let's check out the bundle set. Alright, 750 and 950. For this bundle set, it's essentially Stellar Wind Wolf Freyet. This monster is a beast type synchro monster. No specific conditions for tuning materials, that's great. You can only control one copy, okay, that's fine. gains 300 each time another monster's effect is activated, while the attack of this card is less than 4000 once per turn. If this card is 4000 or higher, shuffle both this card and all monsters your opponent controls into the deck. So you can essentially increase this monster's attack points by activating effects non-stop during a turn. Sure, Nui definitely can do the job, so not to worry about that. And not to mention, if your opponent has some negates, yeah, they'll probably negate the summon of this card. But overall, the effect is pretty good if your opponent doesn't negate the second effect. First effect, gaining attack points, is pretty nice, not to mention it's permanent by the way. So as long as a monster effect is activated, let's say for example you activate something like what is a good example for a monster effect that activate on the field? For example, maybe kaijus, removing counters to have an effect, to gain an effect. Yeah, that works as well. So as long as the monster effect is activated, gain 300 attack points. And stack it up, once it reaches 4k, then you can essentially reshuffle this card back to your extra deck, along with all the cards your opponent controls, especially monsters. A spell and traps will be on the field, but then again, if you're up against Super Heavy Samurai, that wouldn't be a problem, to be honest. Well, that is conditional by the way. It's a good card, but not really a good card that definitely would see play in terms of most of the negates and playstyles nowadays as well. Okay, so let's head to the mini box. Guess I'm gonna keep this brief, as short as my... what's the word? As short as my time eating a bowl of noodles. Okay. So first up, the UR card and cover card is Raviel, Lord of Phantasms, Shimmering Scraper. Of all names to choose for Raviel or Phantom and such an amazing card art, you gotta go for Shimmering Scraper. Alright, so similar to its original counterpart, requires 3 monsters. However, you gotta keep note, the original Raviel requires 3 Fiend type monsters, whereas this one, only 3 regular monsters. Can be trap monsters, can be normal monsters, effect monsters. Either way, easier to summon, but not really. So this card will actually be used for its hand trap kind of effect for your sacred beasts. First up, the quick effect. Discard this card, then target a Raviel Lord of Phantasm you control. For the rest of the turn, the attack is doubled, and it can attack all monsters your opponent control once each. Essentially, this is a great card as a hand trap, but if you summon this on the field as a 4k beater, I do not think that will be any great. If this card is in your graveyard, tribute 1 monster, add this card to your hand. So it has a recycling effect. So it's a hand trap and it's a recycling effect. Pretty good if you are playing a Secret Beast deck, although not really what I would actually try out for myself, but either way it's pretty good. Next up is Fright Fur Patchwork. Add 1 Edge Imp monster and 1 Polymerization from your deck to your hand, then you can activate 1 Fright Fur Patchwork once per turn. So this allows you to gain access to an Edge Imp monster and Polymerization. Basically, playing 3 copies of this, and regardless of your opening hand, you'll definitely go into 1 fusion summon during that turn. Regardless. This is definitely a great way to boost up your Fright Fur deck, and I wouldn't see any downsides to this. Next up is Unchained Abomination Prison. Add an Unchained card from your deck to your hand. If this set card is destroyed by card effect, special summon an Unchained monster from your deck. So essentially, playing with the Unchained kind of playstyle overall, when destroyed, activate this effect. And based on these 3 cards, you pretty much know this entire mini box will be supporting the main archetype for Sacred Beast, Fright Fur, and also Unchained. But the small archetype that's being supported is actually Ancient Gear Chaos Gear Giant. So 1, 2, and 3. These 3 cards will be the main cards that you want to focus on in this entire mini box. 3 good cards to have, and all 3 of these have very devastating effects. But let's keep on going and check out what is the SR card over here. So this is a Buster Bladed Link monster, Protector Web of the Destruction Swordman. 2 monsters. When this card's Link summon, send a destructive sword card from deck to graveyard. Special summon Buster Bladed from your hand. At the end of the battle phase, your opponent controls no monsters. Target 1 Buster Bladed monster you control that did not declare an attack this turn. Inflict damage to your opponents equal to half that monster's attack. Then you can only use each of this effect once per turn. A great support nonetheless. Not to mention, allows you to special summon a Buster Blader. Overall, it's a pretty good deal. I see no downside to this card at all. Next up is Unchained Abomination, the big boss of the Unchained archetype. Let me tell you, this is a very scary card if you have ever played against Unchained in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels. This card is very scary with nothing to negate or to counter any of its effects. 2+ monsters including a Link monster. If a card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, except by Unchained Abomination, except during the damage step as well, target a card on the field and destroy it. When another monster is destroyed by battle, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it, then during the end phase, target a card on the field and destroy. You can use each effect of this once per turn. That is why this is a very scary monster. Anything on the field is destroyed by card effect, destroy 1 card. When another monster is destroyed by battle, destroy 1 card. End phase, destroy 1 card. Literally, during your turn with this card on the field, the entire time of your opponent's main phase, battle phase, and also end phase, they'll be destroying 3 cards altogether if you have nothing to negate. And that is scary. Unchained Abomination is a perfect name to describe this card, because what kind of monster has Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Unleashed this time? This is scary as heck. Let me tell you that much. Next up is a Fusion Frightful monster, Cruel Whale. So 1 H-Imp monster and 1 Fluffle monster. This card is Fusion Summon. Destroy 1 card on both players' field. Once per turn, you can target a fusion monster you control. Send a Frightful card from deck or extra deck to the graveyard except Frightful Cruel Whale. If you do, targeted monster gains attack equal to half his original attack until the end of the turn. That's why I say this entire mini box is really a real powerhouse overall. You gain attack by milling cards from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, giving this monster additional attack points to that. Half of it. And it's sitting at 2600 as well. So this is a real powerhouse. Upon summoning, destroy 2 cards, 1 from your side, 1 from your opponent's side. Once per turn effect. Oh wow, this is a real powerhouse. Second card, Chaos Ancient Gear Giant, and when I'm speaking of powerhouses, this has got to take the cake. Requires 4 Ancient Gear monsters, must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways, unaffected by spell or traps. Okay. Your opponent monsters cannot activate their effects during the battle phase. Alright. Number 3, this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Number 4, piercing battle damage. So that's 4 effects in total. You cannot use cards to essentially manipulate this card's attack points via spell or traps, because none of us, meaning me, you, and your opponent, can target this card with spell and traps. Number 2, battle phase essentially locks your opponent out of monster effects, and then not to mention during battle phase attack all monsters each, as well as inflicting piercing battle damage. So Ancient Gears are getting a real powerhouse in their extra deck. So if you're asking me how many copies of this am I gonna play in the deck? Yeah, as much as I can get, I guess. 2 would be a perfect number, but damn, if I can fusion summon as many of these monsters on the field, I would definitely do that. No question asked. Okay, next up with Edge in Sight. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, reveal this card, then future summon a Frightfur from your extra deck using monsters on your field or in your hand, including this card. And if a Frightfur future monster would be destroyed by battle card effect, banish this card from graveyard instead. So quick effect during your opponent's turn, fusion summon, and not to mention graveyard floating effect as well. This card is pretty good. Everyone gets a power boost from this mini box. Literally every archetype in this mini box gets a power boost based on this. Unchained Twins Aruha. Target one card you control cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except fiend monsters. Destroy the target card. If you do, special summon this card from your hand. This card on the field destroyed by card effect, except by Unchained Twins Aruha or by battle. Special summon one Unchained monster from your hand or deck, except Unchained Twins Aruha. Then you can activate each of these effects once per turn. So basically, as you can see, a pattern from the Unchained Abomination. They basically rely on destroying something on the field to get their effects out. Not to mention a lot of floating effects as well. I would not be surprised if this card, this entire archetype for the Unchained, can literally get into a real meta level to the point no one can actually compete unless they're playing something that can deal with Unchained monsters. Because let me tell you, Unchained is a real scary archetype. Rakia and this, what's this card doing here? Salaglare the Luminous Luna Dragon. Huh. Normal summon or set this card without tributing. Okay. Original attack becomes 1500. Main phase, you can target one monster your opponent controls with an attack less than or equal to this card. Return this card to the hand. If you do, take control of that opponent's monster until end phase. Oh wow, this is essentially Crackdown but with a 1500 attack limit. Alright, that's okay I guess. But are you willing to risk a normal summon using this effect? Maybe not, but the possibility is there if you want to use this card. Next up is Opening of the Spirit Gates. So yeah, this is a Sacred Beast support card. As you remember, this is a particular scene from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime. When this card activated, add any of the Sacred Beasts to your hand, or one monster that specifically lists any of the cards in its text from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, discard one card, then special summon one fiend type monster with 0 attack from your graveyard. Oh wow, someone forgot to do the autocorrect for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Yeesh. If you control a level 10 monster, add a continuous spell from your graveyard to your hand. You can only activate each of this card's effect once per turn. Continuous spell, that's good because if you're using it with Hamon, you can bring the monster out quite fast as well. The final SR card is Sacred Sword of the 7 Stars. Banish a level 7 monster from your hand or face up from your side of the field, draw 2 cards. Essentially level 7, banishing it to draw 2 cards. Worth it. Definitely you can play this spell card in a Meta Fist deck. Banishing it to draw cards? Why not? I would definitely play this if I have a full build Meta Fist deck. Other of the Unchained cards are over here, the Blue Wolf and the Red Wolf, as well as some more Frightfur and also Frightfur fusion monsters as well. So let's go ahead and pull 500. Let's go 10 pull. Give me something. Dangerous Frightfur Nightmare. Okay. Abyss Scorn. Frightfur March. Cerulean Skyfire. Generation Shift. Ancient Gear Reborn. Nightmare. Begone Knave. Monster inflicts battle damage to a player. Return the monster to its owner's hand. Okay. Wailing of the Unchained Souls. Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. Special summon Unchained from your hand or graveyard. If this set card is destroyed by card effect, special summon Unchained from your deck. Alright. So this punishes your opponent if they were to destroy your back row spell and traps. Unchained Twins Rakia. Alright. Halo Halo, Abysscorn, Fight for Kraken, Pixie Ring, Hello Hello, and Fallen Paradise. Fallen Paradise, yeah, this is a Secret Beast support card. Cap Shell, Serena Skyfire, Abysscorn, Hate Buster, and also Abominable Unchained Soul. Unchained Soul of Rage. Okay, not bad. We have one SR and we got the main deck. We got most of the main deck monsters for the Unchained series, I guess. One Rakia, one Aruha, and two copies of Unchained Soul. So most probably if I were to get most of the cards here, I definitely want a gun for Chaos Ancient Gear Giant because this card is just chef kiss, my friend. Chef kiss. Oh wow. Anyways, back to Dennis event. So Dennis event pretty much is quite straightforward and quite easy to play. Alright, summon Performing Trapeze Magician 3 times. Then summon Trapeze Magician 2 times while playing. Wow, that's quite a few. Alright, I'll just have to summon it up to 3 times I guess. No problemo. Let's go. Hello, Dennis. Oh, this is my Prank Kids deck. Let's go back to Performance deck and let's see. I definitely want to build an Unchained deck. That's number 1. Because look at the archetype, man. Destroy, I punish you. I destroy, I punish you. It's literally destroy, 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 and destroy.
Duel. Here I go.
Alright.
You're gonna love. I activate
Change the
my
defense
monsters
position
effect.
and end my turn.
With that, the show's only getting started. I draw. Turn your eyes to the stage. Perform it. Direct your gaze to the skies above. Here's rank 4. I battle. Watch it soar through the stratosphere. The show is only getting started.
That's nice.
I draw. Perform it. Flame Eater's effect activates. Oh. Take it easy. Perform it. Perform it.
There we go. Here's our first Trapeze Magician.
Let's welcome today's main. Here's rank 4.
No spell cards. That's kinda disappointing.
Trapeze Magician uses one
Detach.
overlay unit to activate its effect. Enjoy a show that's twice as nice. Perform it.
Oh, I can't target Trapeze Magician with the effect. Oh, boo-hoo.
Let's welcome today's
Alright,
main
let's go.
event. Here's rank. Let's Trapeze Magician attack. Trapeze Magician's effect activates when it's destroyed. Perform it. Perform. Flame Eater's effect activates when. Oh, with that, the show is
crap.
only getting started.
Oh no, I
I draw.
ended turn instead of continuing on with my turn. That was dumb.
I'm
Looks
setting
like I'll
a
be
monster.
taking some battle damage this time round. Detach material, target on face out attack position. Other than this card, make second attack during each battle phase. Okay.
Attack performance damage done. With that, here I go. My turn. I draw.
I'm gonna get rid of
From
that
my
back
hand,
row real quick, my friend.
I activate my quick play spell. I knew you'd
Magical
try that.
Spring.
However, I flip over my set card. I activate my quick play spell. Now, my monster.
Well, this is awkward.
I end the show. It's yours. It's my. I draw. I banish damage juggler from my graveyard to use its effect.
Say hello to my zero hand combo.
The pen. I'm setting a ancient gear soldier. Battle. Here I go. My turn. I draw. Let's go get performance mirror conductor activates. Not much more exciting. Work. I end. It's my.
Oh, my
draw.
back. Oh, my back.
I set a
Time
monster.
Wizard tomorrow.
I need to
Hopefully you get the Time Wizard or something.
It's my turn. I draw. Nothing says fun and excitement like getting bubbly. I activate
Let's
the
see.
continuous
Skills.
spell,
Sample flame
Bubble
from your hand to
Barrier.
graveyard. Okay. Shuffle Mon monster into it on your field to the deck. No, thank you.
Battle.
No,
Go
thank you.
get 'em. My monster attack. Let's see if the threat.
Well,
I
this is
end
what
my
happens
I
when
draw.
you don't do proper planning, proper resource
Ancient
planning.
Gear Feast.
Ah, crap.
Trapeze Magician uses one overlay unit to activate its effect. Enjoy I activate my equip spell. Attack, Ancient Gear Beast. Precious, go get 'em. My monster attacks.
Trapeze Magician
Magician's
effect activates.
activates
Oh
when
no.
it's destroyed.
Oh
Ancient
no.
Gear
Both
takes
sides of
effect.
fields are
I need
empty,
to
my
restore.
friend.
I
What
end
shall we
my
do?
turn. I draw.
Really? Wow, I am definitely not
Let's
gonna
see
use
the
this
threat.
effect
I
yet.
end my turn. I draw. Perform it. Flame Eater's effect. I activate Performance Flame Eater's
A second
effect from
Flame
my
Eater.
hand.
So I'll be
Performance
taking
Flame-
2400 points of battle damage this turn.
Flame Eater's effect. From my hand. I act left.
Spellbook of
Here
Knowledge.
goes.
Oh, 1200 only. That's
Give
fine.
outward. I end. It's
Let's see
my
what I draw
turn.
this time.
I draw.
Summon a monk. That's fine.
Come on out. I summon from my hand.
So let's see.
I activate my quick play spell.
My monster this time.
You're gonna love this.
That's
I
right.
Fusion summon a
What
monster.
is yours is now mine.
This grand finale is gonna be fabulous. Ah!
Okay, that was kind of embarrassing to play. Up to 3 times. Summoning. Hey there, American Bison.
If I pull off this trick, I expect a nice round of applause. Duel!
Ooh.
The show is only getting started. I set him. I'm setting a card. I end my show.
Oh
It's
wow,
yours.
this
It's my
this
turn.
hand, this
I
opening
draw.
hand. Ah. Let's see, cannot special summon, blah blah blah. Perform it from hand to graveyard, apple fix monster from deck to hand. Oh no, this is pretty much a lose-lose kind of situation. Activate
Nothing
one,
says
bubble
fun and
barrier.
excitement like getting bubbly.
Normal summon one, flame eater.
Flame Eater's effect activates when it's
Let's
summoned.
take damage together.
From my hand, I activate my quick
I'll
play
chain destroy your
spell.
back row first.
Oh.
I'ma set Sakurasu
I'm
armor
setting a
real
card.
quick. Go into battle phase,
Performance
1200.
Flame Eater. Let 'em feel the heat. With that,
So
the
this
show
time
is only
he's
getting
adding the
started.
Ancient Gear
I
Hunting
draw.
Hound playstyle. Okay.
The battle. The show. It's yours. It's my turn.
You wanna switch
I
attack
draw.
points? Fine. I can do just as well. At least this time round, we have a spell and trap in standby. At least. So Bison, how's your Friday going for you? I think it's about in the early morning on your side. Oh, what the heck?
Battle! Go get him! Performance mirror conductor active. Oh! With that, here I go. I draw. I set a monster. With that, I end my. Here I go. My turn. I draw.
Normal summon one Flame Eater. That's all I can do for now.
Activates when it's
250 to your opponent's side.
Take it.
Let's go to battle phase.
My monster attack.
Oh, thank goodness I have bubble barrier.
I attack with that. The show is only getting started. I draw. I'm setting. I end my. Here I.
Okay, let's see. What's the next draw? Performance hat trigger. Okay, I guess we can go into one other XC summon during this turn.
Let's welcome today's main event. Here's rank.
And this pretty much is the coup de grace. One attack and final attack. Oh no?
Damage juggler's effect from my hand.
Damage juggler. Pretty smart.
It's yours. My turn. I draw. I banish damage juggler from my graveyard to use its effect. Perform it. With that, the show's only getting started.
That's it.
I draw.
2 Sakuretsu armor, that's fine.
Trapeze magician, attack! This grand finale is gonna be battle!
Alright. Pretty slow this entire deck. Need much more support in terms of performance and regular spellcasters, I guess. Give me my gems. Nothing like seeing Hippo's depths. Okay, let's go one more time. Let's see, event boosters, as I always recommend everyone to try for themselves. Yikes.
Get ready for duel!
Oh my god!
Here I go!
What is this?
My turn! Come on out! I set a card.
I end my turn.
Here it's yours. My turn. I draw. The pendulum.
Alright.
From my hand. I activate my spell.
Spell book knowledge.
Here it's yours. My turn.
Wait, that's it?
I draw. Turn your eyes to the stage. I set a card. Let's go get him. It's not a. I attack you. Not looking good.
Alright. Let's see what you'll summon this time.
I draw.
Turn number 4.
Let's go. I summon a monster.
Okay.
I'm setting a battle. Here goes.
Sakuretsu armor.
Oh no!
There ain't no way I'ma let you do that.
It's my turn.
Draw one more card. MST. Perfect.
Let's go get him.
Let's deal with you 500 damage first of all.
Oh, no.
I'm sure you like the chip damage. Because who doesn't like chips? No juggler? Nice. Dang, this deck literally goes between the lines of working fine and working not fine at the same time. Yeesh. Ay ay ay. Okay, next up, one more round, but this time I'm gonna be showing you guys a special deck that I've been wanting to show you guys for a long time. This deck is pretty famous. It's pretty popular in the past 2014, 2015, and it's Prankets. Alright, so White Princess, Prankets Fancies, and also one copy of Prankets Pandemonium. So let's just set one copy of Prankets Fancies first up. So whatever they'll summon this time round, I have one White Princess just to mess up their attack points this time round.
I'm setting battle! Performance Mirror Conductor activates its effect. Now's my chance! I activate my monster's effect. It's not over yet. With that, I end my turn. The show is only getting started. It's my turn. I
Draw. Prankets Plan.
I'm setting a card.
Normal summon one Pranket Fancies. Then we'll go into our Link 2, 1 and 2.
Come on out! I Link summon a monster.
Prankets Doodle Doo. Pranket Fancies effect
activates.
activates. So I'll be sending the trap card to the graveyard, special summon monster, and we'll be bring out our Prankets Dropsies back to the field. And then we'll be adding this card into our hand. So let's activate the Prankets Place. Add card from deck to hand. And let's add this one.
From my hand,
let's go into Fusion Summon for Prankets Rocket Ride 1 and 2.
You're gonna love this! Fusion Summon!
Prankets Place effect activates. No, I'm not gonna lose attack points this time round.
I activate my monster's
Lampsey's effect activates. So dealing you some burn damage.
Ouch. Take it easy.
And bring out one copy of Dropsy.
Turn your eyes to the stage. I special summon a monster.
And one copy of Fire or Flames. Alright, next up.
Monster.
Okay, then we can go into another Link summon if we want. Okay, let's just do this real quick. I messed up the arrangement of the board this time round, but we're still going for it.
I activate my field spell.
Alright. So, I hope you like.
Performance Mirror Conductor activates its ouch! It's
futile effect, but I guess it's fine. And final attack, Juggler. How am I not surprised with that effect? And my turn, I guess. Alright, let's see what you can do this time.
I banish Damage Juggler from my graveyard to use its effect.
Not gonna activate the effect of Link Summoning, because that will be dumb.
I'm setting a monster.
Alright. Quick effect, target 2 Pranket different names, except limit monster special summon to the field. No.
It's my turn. I draw.
Perfect.
I'm setting a card. Battle now.
Let's go. 2k. And finally 2.5k in your face.
Style. My monster
I do like them apples. Although this entire Prankets deck only has 3 main deck monsters, you can pretty much do a lot of other combos overall. Alright, so let me show you my Prank Kids deck real quick. So I'm playing 2 copies of White Princesses, because this card, not to mention Prank Kid monsters are all low level monsters, and also White Princess makes all monsters on the field decrease attack and defense based on their level and ranks. So that pretty much means Prank Kid's Fancies only loses 300 defense points thanks to the effect just now. Prank Kid's Lampsey, on the other hand, burn damage when anytime any of these Prank Kids monsters are sent to the graveyard. They have their own individual effects to activate. For Dropsies, you gain life points. Lampsies, you burn your opponent's life points, and Fancies, milling cards from the deck to the graveyard. And these effects are once per turn, by the way, so it is important to keep that in mind as a whole. The core cards like Prank Kids Place, this is important to have. I was hoping to get up to 2 copies because since this one's from a mini box as well. So it's a real hassle to go and grind, but at least you can search it out by using Prank Kids Doodle Doodle Doo. Dodo Doodle Doo. Dodo Doodle Doo. Yeah, searchable using this link monster. This link monster gives your Prank Kids discard points to 1000 bonus attack points. Prank Kids Pranks is a continuous spell card. Discard Prank Kids card. Doesn't have to be a monster, just a spell or trap that mentions Prank Kids in its name, like Prank Kids Palace or Prank Kids Plan, as well as Prank Kids Pandemonium. Then you can special summon a token onto the field. So this card you can use it for link summoning. And also not to mention, during the end phase, target up to 3 Prank Kids in your graveyard, except Prank Kids Prank, shuffle all 3 into the deck to draw 1 card. So you have your benefits of fusion summoning, link summoning, and this card allows you to do the recycling effect. The other recycling effect you can obtain is from Prank Kids Plan. However, this effect can only be from the graveyard. On the field, when activate this card, you can link summon immediately upon activation. Whereas while it's in the graveyard, banish this card, shuffle any number of Prank Kids card from graveyard back to the deck. If you do, the attacking monster loses 100 attack points for each card that is shuffled back into the deck until the end of the turn. So let's say, for example, I build up my graveyard. I have 1, 2, 3, 9 cards. 9, 10, 11, 12. So they'll be losing 1200 attack points overall. But you can say it's quite redundant having this effect. Although it's okay if you do not want to use it. I'm using it because I'm using it as a effect of the milling effect for Fancies, because I wouldn't actually be relying on these 2 cards on field. So anytime I see these cards in hand, I pretty much cry because I lost 1 form of protection and recycling from the graveyard. 2 copies of Prank Kids Pandemonium. Quick play spells essentially allows you to fusion summon using Prank Kid monsters. Then after you can normal summon or special summon monsters except Prank Kid monsters, so that's one restriction that you don't have to be worried about. Brain Control is just there for fun, I guess. I rarely use this card or have it in my opening hand most of the time. It's just there to fill a spot. Crackdown, on the other hand, is important because I'm using it as a combo to go to Nightmare Phoenix. So with Nightmare Phoenix, when it is co-linked, essentially discard 1, pop 1 spell or trap on the field, and draw 1 card. It's a good card to have inside as your extra deck extras, because you always need to have some other forms of like combos and whatnot if you want to. Not to mention their link arrows actually correspond quite well if you're planning to play Nightmare monsters, because they're quite generic and you have pretty good effects to get off of them. Fusion monsters, Prank Kids Battle Butler, requires 1, 2, and 3 of these cards to go into this. 3k attack points on the dot. The field spell gives a great edge in manipulating the field attack points on both your opponent and your side of the field. So yeah, you link summon something, your opponent loses attack points. You fusion summon something, all your monsters gain attack points. So that's a pretty good deal, and that is why I do not use this effect of decreasing the 1000 attack points, because this effect lasts until end of turn. I can attack directly, but it's not worth it. If you actually check it out for yourself, all of these prank hit monsters, they have their own individual effects where they tribute themselves to either bring out the prank hit monsters in the graveyard back to the field for you to do extensive other combos, or whether you want to go for link summons or something. To be honest, I think the prank hits cards can be quite good for meta purposes if you want to. But yeah, it depends on what kind of deck you're building. If you're not going to go for the prank hits extra deck, you can go for like generic link monsters that allow you to do more damage, as well as to go for much more link plays overall. And back to the discussion of the box. Well, to be frank, the box itself is pretty much okay if you ask me. It's just that I feel that this box, if this was a mini box and can get up to 2 copies of the SRs, I wouldn't mind, because now you gotta grind the gems and purchase it, and once you get the cards you need, you have to reset and redo that all over again. This entire mini box is a powerful mini box that's basically Unchained, Fright First, as well as Sacred Beast, but Sacred Beast is a great hand trap for your Sacred Beast archetype, and also Ancient Gear Fusion deck boss monster. Because destroy, prevent your opponent from doing something, destroy, attack, piercing battle damage. This entire mini box has it all. So if I'm gonna rate the mini box, I'm gonna rate this an 8 out of 10 mini box overall. I would rate 10 out of 10, but the fact that there's only one Ancient Gear monster, fusion monster in here as a SR is kind of the reason why I rate it like that. This card could be somewhere else because it doesn't actually quite fit with this entire archetype support. So does this Luminous Lunar Dragon as a whole. So that's kind of why I give it an 8 out of 10. So that's pretty much it in terms of this entire stream I wanted to talk about, as well as you guys know what are my thoughts on the mini box, as well as this current Dennis event. Dennis event does give us some clues to the new supports. However, I do feel that this card should have been included inside the box that featured the performance, because although it's a good card, it's not worth as an event exclusive card, if you know what I mean. Trick Box is a great event exclusive card because yeah, it's a card that actually helps to boost your current performance deck. It's pretty much better than the Pendulum monster as a whole. But that's about it for the stream. I'm gonna head out soon, guys. So yeah, until then, have a great day, and I'll see you next time when there's a new video. Goodbye and have a great day.